All right, we are back and ready to go with the first off season of this challenge with the Houston Rockets. If you tuned in earlier, we kicked off the first season and we got the third seed and lost to the Clippers. They were our kryptonite throughout the season. I don't know that we beat them all year. The Suns and Sixers make it to the finals. Suns win a championship. So we are ready to advance this thing and make this team better. All right, I am going to try to make this where players still play the seasons they should. So Robert Parrish played like 5 more years, so he's definitely around. Pretty sure Cartwright was still playing. Oh, yeah. Eaton, did he play 1 more year? Yes. Ricky Green. And this was his last year. And I think the same for Brad Davis. Yes, so those guys... Those guys are going to retire. Goodbye. That probably would have been Robert Parrish. We got the shot clock resetting. That's the only change. We got the lottery here. This will be interesting. So the Nuggets have the top chance, but this is back when it was pretty spread out when it came to the chances of winning. Magic only have 6, so it looks like they probably won't get Shaq. Of all these teams at the top, the Nuggets, so technically they got like a 27% chance of winning it, and they definitely don't need Shaq because they have Dikembe, but how can you not need Shaq? So let's go ahead and watch this thing. The Hornets, who had the number 2 pick in real life, are going to be 11th. They had the Rookie of the Year, Larry Johnson. The Heat will still select 10th. In real life, they got Harold Miner in this draft. Picking 9th. Will it be the Bucks, who in real life got Todd Day, I believe? I can't remember what picks all these guys were, but this will only be their first lottery selection all time. Wow. That's pretty special. 8th, Mavericks. They got Jim Jackson in real life. I don't know that he'll fall. Ooh, Mavericks are moving up. Lakers get 8th, who got Anthony Peeler in this draft, which 8th could be his spot. Magic possibly falling back to 7th, and they do. So they will continue to be pretty bad, probably. Who knows? They could sign somebody in free agency, I guess. Will this be one of the Nuggets picks? Yes. So in real life, they got LaFonso Ellis and Bryant Stith. I don't remember what pick Stith was. LaFonso was top 6, I think. Kings. Oh, it's going to the Timberwolves, who are one of the worst teams. So the Kings jump up, who got Walt Williams in real life. Timberwolves got Leitner. Here are the Nuggets. They are out of the top 3, so they get 4th and 6th. That could be a LaFonso Ellis type pick. So it's the Kings, Mavs, and who? Bullets. Bullets have Purvis, probably the best of the 3 when it comes to center. Mavericks don't have much going. They got James Donaldson and Donald Hodge, Herb Williams. Bullets will get 2nd. So they'll have to decide if they want Lonzo Mourning, probably, or Christian Leitner. And that means Shaquille O'Neal is most likely going to the Sacramento Kings, who he had ownership with for a while at least. They do have Mitch Richmond, who's still pretty young, but that's really the only piece they have. I've got the 23rd pick, the Rockets. I'll go ahead and get the staff signing done. We do have Rudy locked up for another year. Oh my god, I just realized he's not very good. What did they do to Rudy Tomjanovich? I guess that is one thing I did not look at this roster for, is the coaching. We got Calvin Murphy there. So maybe that's something to note down that I need to edit for future, is that Rudy T needs to be better. Although this team was still really good. At least give him some potential. Jeez. Alright, do we want to change anything else? Let's see what badges this guy has. He looks pretty good. His money sense is pretty good. He's 73 at that position, not great. Assistant GM is not great either. Player, okay, that's good. Increase interest. So at least he has a good badge. He's also got amazing potential. Rudy T only has 2 badges. That's sad. Schmidt is actually pretty good, but doesn't have any badges. He's really good at defense. Murphy is a shot doctor and a Zen master. Alright. We have no scout. We probably should get one of those. So this is one of the things that I usually would go through offline, but figured the off-season video is going to be pretty shorter, I would imagine. So, all right, we want somebody with basketball IQ and probably analytics when it comes to a scout. So maybe Derek Boeheim. He's 84 at it. So let's try to get Derek Boeheim. Oh, he's got 3 offers. So probably not going to get him. Albert Adams is pretty good, so let's go for him. He's got a really good basketball IQ and a little bit of analytics. I don't want to have to do this every year, so let's give him his 4 years. We have a team doctor. He's good at strength and stamina. He's 80 at doctor, so that's good. Although we had no injuries in the first season. Again, if you didn't watch that first video, I have injuries on, just lower. They were at 25, and there were 0 injuries throughout the whole season, so I have no idea what happened. Let's go ahead and get, maybe sports psych helps with morale, I believe. And that is the head with a plus sign. So let's look for a sports psych guy, maybe with some basketball IQ of sorts. Somebody with that one. So Donta Burke is pretty good. He's got sports psych and physio. Let's go. He has no analytics, but whatever. Let's try him. Maybe get another assistant coach here. I guess I'll just fill the staff. We have, what does he have? Shot doctor, and he's got nothing, and he's got nothing of these guys. So I don't need anybody with shot doctor. I need somebody, will post D maybe help Otis Thorpe not foul? Let's try that. Basketball IQ and defense would be what I want. Somebody with the post D, which I think is the that's big man coach. Is it the fence or is the fence perimeter D? Post D is, yes, the fence. Looking for the fence. Ryan McGee, clutch, post D, and perimeter D. Not bad. I don't want to go too far down. Scott Keefe only has post D. Jamie Terry. Yeah, don't really like that competitor badge. So let's get Ryan McGee. Unless this guy happens to have it doesn't fit. No. Ryan McGee. It says he's a guard guru, even though that's not one of the badges he has. But that clutch should help me do better in the playoffs too, I hope. So let's get him. Sure, again, I don't want to have to do this every year, so let's give him 4 years. I'm not too worried about having another scout, so let's fill up on these things. Maybe let's see, stamina, tire less quickly. Don't really need sports science because nobody got hurt, but maybe that'll change in the next year. I don't know. Let's try to do a stamina guy, which is that the lightning bolt? That's the lightning bolt. Maybe some analytics. Oh, well, that guy's supposed to be a team doctor, so he's probably not going to sign. There's a lightning bolt. Todd Matson is decent. Or J.R. Jameson, 79, 77. So J.R. Jameson is a little better. He has more IQ. Let's do old J.R. here. And then, let's see, science we don't need because people don't get hurt. Physio, if people aren't hurt, they don't need to recover. So maybe strength, which is the muscle. Let's see, okay. This guy looks pretty good. He's got upper body. Oh, upper body's the arm. Which one is strength then? Oh, it's the weight. That makes sense, I suppose. But does anybody have it? That guy has it, but he's a team doctor. Seriously? There's one. Will Gilliard, strength, sports science, and upper body. Sure, why not? Let's give him 3 years because I don't feel as confident in him. One more offer. Let's do another coach. So we got Posty and Shot Doctor. My perimeter D is not great for who I have right now, so let's see. Although the guy I just signed, or trying to sign, is pretty good at that as well. Perimeter D is the brick wall. I kind of feel like it should be the opposite. Post is probably the brick wall. I don't know. That's the guy I already offered. So maybe get somebody with, he's 74, teacher, rejuvenator, wing whisperer, perimeter D, mentor. I like this guy. He's got lots of badges. Let's maybe do 3 years. Alright, I'm out of offers, so we will advance. They're all mulling. Let's see if any of them are considering others. They are not. They are still mulling. They are still not considering others. Alright, so I have how many offers out there? 6, and I have 8 staff currently. So there's still 3 positions I can fill. Maybe we go big man, get some offense, because the guys I've hired so far are not offense. Big man is that one, I think, right? Big man and clutch for Grant Farmer. He looks pretty good. He's supposed to be a head coach. He is not as good, but has a lot of badges. He's 78, tactician, big man, perimeter D. Let's try Steve McLeod for a few years. All right. Maybe do one more of these. I guess I can do an injury one just in case injuries are a thing, because I'll be upset if it does end up mattering. Okay, so this is sports science is the little computer screen. So like that guy, old Gus Mitchell, upper body, lower body, sports science. Let's go ahead and try to get Gus. He looks pretty good. We'll give him 4 years. Alright, let's go ahead and advance. We are signing 6 of them, so those initial 6, I guess. Seems like the computer teams don't usually fill their staff. I don't know why. Like, what does it hurt? I guess you're saving money? I don't know. Alright, so now we have 2 spots filled by offers. I could get another coach, or I could go ahead and get another scout. I guess I'll get another scout, try to get more spots. This guy has extra spots, right? Yes, that's the main one you're looking for. Is getting those additional scouting spots, but some badges, I don't want somebody who's careless. Sleuth able to report back quickly, sniffs out medical, and knowledgeable of overseas. Let's get Leroy Peeler. Let's give him 3 years. Make sure these guys are signing. They are not. All right. And now Peeler signs. All right, we have a full staff. Coaching only gets 2 stars. Scouting only gets 1 star. All right, the combine doesn't really matter. There's nothing to do here other than just research, but I kind of know the players. Pre-draft workouts. So we want to send people that are projected around where we're picking, which is 23rd. So, I mean, I don't see David Wesley dropping. We do have Nate McMillan now, so Wesley would be a 3rd point guard anyway. John Barry's an option, I guess. How many do we have? Oh my God, we have 10, 11. All right, Tracy Murray, Robert Ory. We do need a big guy. Let's do Keefe and Popeye. Rooks, we want PJ Brown possibly. Let's go ahead and do Sealy, Stith, and we'll go do Wesley. All right, we'll advance. There we go. All right, now we're to the draft, but before we do that, I'm going to check out who we could possibly trade. So Larry, we extend. He is going to go down a little bit, but I thought between Tree Rollins and Matt Bullard, we might be able to get something. Manute Bull is something. He'd be a good backup center. We've looked at him before. Trading my pick for a Cavs pick, but the Cavs are pretty good. I actually maybe want to put Bullard. See, something like that. Next year's first top 3 protected. The Hawks are pretty good, but getting a first for Matt Bullard, why not? That's trading mine, but the Hornets have not been very good. The Jazz are good. The Knicks are good, but it's unprotected. That's why it's unprotected. The Pistons are decent. They're getting older. That's 2. No, it's 1. It's just the protection gets lighter over the next 2 years. The Suns just won the championship. The Warriors are getting better. So the Hawks are a decent idea, but let's put Rollins with him and see if that matters. He's only a star, so probably not. Bulls. See, that's only 1 pick. They try to trick you. Although, I don't know why the protection goes up. Usually it goes down. That's weird. Eaton and a first. I'm trying to free up. That frees up $1 million more in cap space, which would be nice. That is their pick and next year's pick. That's interesting. I mean, I'm probably not going to draft people that are as good as these guys, but much younger and better contracts. That's decent. Alright, so my idea was Bullard and my pick, or Bullard in like one of these seconds, maybe. Does that do anything? It does give me different options. Celtics lottery protected. Hawks. Jazz. There's the Knicks again. Pistons, so that's only one pick. Spurs are really good. Although David Robinson is the top free agent going into this offseason, so there is the chance the Spurs get much worse. So I should probably keep that in mind. Two seconds with Matt Bullard. So that is 2 first-round picks. But the Pistons tend to overperform. If they don't re-sign David Robinson, that Spurs pick might be something. That might be the way to go. Maybe I just go, let's go click that Spurs pick next season. What do they want for it? Del Negro and Rollins, Bullard and Rollins, plus the 94. Like that, I think that's the way to go. And we just bank on them not re-signing David Robinson. Maybe I save Tree Rollins. Will they just do this? Just try something here. They want Tree Rollins to give me Sidney Green. Do they have players I want? Not that they'll give me. Same thing. I'm just gonna try this. Alright, so if Rollins won't give me that, then I might still do it. Oops. Of course it has to back me all the way out. Like, did I try just Rollins? I didn't, did I? What does just Rollins get me? Does he get me first from anybody else? Because if not, he does get me the Knicks first. Or the Pistons in 94. By then it might be a different team. That'll be my last chance. I mean, that's when they drafted Grant Hill in real life, so it wasn't very good. But what do their contracts look like? Rodman's a free agent. Thomas has one this year only. And Dumars isn't going to get better, so that might be okay too. Let's do this. Tree Rollins for the 94. And then let's put Bullard. What did the Spurs give me for this before? They're 94. I want their 93. There's the Knicks. Or the Hawks. Hawks top 3. I think they're going to be better because Wilkins still has a couple years. Willis is a free agent. So other than Dominique, they don't have much. Let's put Bullard with next year's second. Does the Spurs change? Well, yeah, it does. Antoine Carr. Alright, let's just try Spurs 93 unprotected. Bullard. They want my first this year to give me another first. No thanks. We'll give you that one. They want 3 seconds to give me another first. So that's the Celtics next year and mine next year. So that takes away my seconds, but I probably don't need them to get another first. Okay. I like first round picks. If you watched my Pacers rebuild on 2K23, you know that already. And now we've got more cap room. Although this isn't going to show right because it's going to show the free agents too. So let's actually look at this. Alright, so the guards are looking pretty good. We're going to need to decide whether Del Negro is going to play backup shooting guard or sign somebody. Because I don't think Vinnie Johnson's going to come back. We need either a backup small forward or possibly a starting small forward. It says we only have 877 in cap space. I don't know if that's true. It's including cap holds, I guess. Herrera, we need to decide. I kind of like him as a backup power forward, especially if he gets better, because he played pretty well. And we need a backup center. So a backup center, small forward, and possibly a guard. But guard is kind of the last priority because Nate McMillan can play most of these minutes. Whatever Smith and Maxwell don't play, Nate McMillan can fill that in. He needs to play more than I played him last year. So, all right, so we are looking to draft now. We have ours and the Spurs next year, and we just got the Pistons and Spurs in '94, where we didn't have a pick before. So I like that. I'm going to look to see if there's any chance this moves us up. Usually that doesn't work out that way. Like, maybe if I put another first on there, it'll give me... Let's try it, I guess. Usually moving up is not an easy thing to get the computer teams to do. I don't know why, but I guess I can go click on their picks as well. Like Ori's 17th, and Ori would actually, I know they really drafted him, but he would be a pretty good pick. So the 15th, they want the Pistons pick and my 96, or Corbin in a first, Del Negro and my Spurs pick. So that's interesting. I'm curious of what will it take to get. So one of my starters, 93 and Corbin, 2 firsts and Del Negro. I guess I can just see if anybody falls back in the draft and then pause it and try to trade up. I can get the 14th pick by trading my 3rd guard. That's interesting. Also trade... Oh, I don't want to trade Nate. Corbin played really well. Alright, so the Hawks have an interesting... That's trading my pick next year for the 16th. Corbin in 2 seconds. The 17th takes... Oh, no thank you. Larry Smith and next year's for Joe Klein. Not trading Nate. Vinny and a 23rd. They really want to trade Joe Klein, which I'm not surprised. Oh, wow. I can trade Otis Thorpe for the 2nd pick. Huh. Well, if I needed Alonzo Mourning, that might be a good idea. I don't know why it can't put you back on the team you're actually on. 12th pick. I mean, sometimes there are cool offers that pop up in the draft, so I guess I can wait to see that. About the 5th. Only Thorpe, huh? I can trade my 90th, so next year's pick for 13th. 93 is an okay class too, so I'm not like anxious to get rid of that pick. So I guess we'll see what's out there. Let's get into the draft. We got the 23rd pick, and I also have a second rounder that I don't really want. Can I trade it? Oh no. There's nothing just by itself I can get. I was hoping I could trade up or something. I can trade back and get the Pistons. That's not good. There's nobody else I want to trade. I'm willing to give Del Negro a chance. Larry Smith, I mean, he's making the minimum and is a good rebounder, so I guess we'll just see if anybody's there with that 23rd pick. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. Let's go. Let's see Shaq go to the Kings. Shaquille O'Neal in that beautiful Kings jersey. Look at that. All right, second pick, Bullets get Christian Laettner. So they decide to fill a need instead of the best player available, which means the Mavs are probably going to get Zoe. Yeah, look at the Mavericks. The Nuggets have 4 and 6. I gotta imagine LaFonso might be one of them. Maybe Gugliotta. Or Jim Jackson. Jim Jackson going to the Nuggets? Their starting shooting guard, I think, was Mark Macon, so that is an upgrade. Wolves go with LaFonso, so the Nuggets do not get LaFonso. We still got Gugliotta out there. So Nuggets with a great draft class. Jim Jackson and Tom Gugliotta. Nicely done. Magic instead of Shaq, Don McClain. Lakers, Anthony Peeler, look at that. Cool to see guys in their real jerseys. Bucks go with David Wesley, goes 9th. He wasn't even drafted in real life, but he's got potential. Adam Keefe to the Heat. Hornets are trading their pick with Kevin Lynch for Sedell Threatt and a future first. So the Lakers lose their 96 pick. So Hornets and Lakers and a 96 pick. I mean, that sounds familiar, but it's kind of the opposite direction. So Sedell Threatt, they say, is worth the 11th overall pick. Muggsy Bogues, I think, might be a free agent. If not, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So Lakers get Harold Miner to go with Anthony Peeler. That's kind of redundant, both shooting guards. Warriors, hey, that's cool. He should be bald, but dreadlock or cornrows of Latrell Sprewell gets drafted. Sonics, Doug Christie. Hawks, Brent Price goes 14th. I'm going to pause and see if I can get Robert Horry. Like, is he like the best guy left? We still have Walt Williams there. Weatherspoon, Day, Stith. He's projected 17th. Williams has been the guy who's been skipped over so far. Both small forwards technically ahead of Horry in the projections. It doesn't mean necessarily that's what will happen. I just think Horry is such a good fit for this team, regardless of whether it really happened or not. The Pacers shouldn't get him. They have Chuck Person and Detlef Schrempf, so I'm gonna just hope that they don't get him. Well, they still got a small forward though, Walt Williams. The Clippers have Charles Smith. We're gonna hope maybe they go Clarence if they need a small forward, or they get a fake guy at 16. Well, maybe I'll be able to beat the Clippers in the playoffs now. Who knows? That's pretty funny. All right, 17th pick. Let's go see if the Celtics will do business. They will not. All right, let's go see if the Celtics will do business. 23rd, 17th, with my second. Really? You won't even counter it? 2 seconds. Alright, well I feel like that should be enough. So we're going to cancel it and go another pick here. They're going to get Matt Geiger. So now we're at the Spurs, who are the team that I don't think they can trade their pick because of already losing their, because I already took next year's pick. Please don't take Robert Horry. Todd Day. The Sixers have Charles Barkley, therefore, well, they do get Clarence Weatherspoon in real life. Let's see if the Sixers will play. Kenny Smith, Nate McMillan, Corbin. Alright, let's try not Del Negro. Not that one, but instead that one. They add McMillan for Bull. Well, I don't mind taking Manute Bull off of your hands, except for his money. I'd like to keep money. I will give you my second. You want a first to give me Kenny Payne. What is up with that? Alright, I will give you another. That's not the one I wanted. That one. I have Cleveland second? Huh, okay. 2 seconds to move up. How many spots? 23rd to whatever this is, 19th? Holy moly, what are you doing? Manute Bull for a second again. It should not take 3 seconds to move up 4 picks. Please don't take him. Clarence Weatherspoon's on the Sixers. All right, now the Pistons. I traded for their 94, right? So they shouldn't be off limits. Nope. McMillan, Corbin. Okay, let's add the 23rd. They want McMillan and, well, you can have that. They still want McMillan. Do you have anybody I'd like? Aguirre's going to get worse. John Sally, if he didn't make $2 million, wouldn't be bad. This is who I sent Tree Rollins to. Alright, 2 seconds. 2 seconds to get... Is there any chance you can flip me? McMillan and Walker is really what they want to do. Really? 2 seconds won't move me up 3 picks. That seems crazy. Pistons, Robert Horry. Alright, well, who else is out there? Who's not been picked yet? We got Hubert Davis, Oliver Miller. We do need a backup center. So Miller, Rooks, our potential. PJ Brown's still there, so we'll just hold on to it. Knicks get Malik Sealy. Clippers go with Hubert. Rockets are on the clock. We'll hopefully get some offers. We have 21 offers. Maybe Robert Horry will show up here. The 20th pick is Robert Horry. Is that how it shows up on this game now? It's not. Why are the Pistons on here twice? What is happening? I don't know. Maybe I try it. Will I break the game if I do it? Is it because I still had the Pistons pick clicked? Hawks future first, not terrible. Michael Cage would be a really good backup center. Backup power forward and center. Otherwise, these are pretty awful. So if I click this, start negotiation, take Brad Sellers and Nate McMillan away, add my second, they do the same dance here. No? Okay. Well, I guess Ori's not that important. We're going to hope to sign somebody. Choose prospect. All right. Best available according overall is Bryant Stith. Point guard wise, nobody really worth looking at here at this pick. Stith could be a future backup shooting guard, if not immediately. John Barry is decent as well. Good shooter. Stith's not as much of a shooter. His ceiling is Vernon Maxwell. That's funny. He's got B plus D. Small forward Tracy Murray's a shooter. Don't see him. Did the Rockets draft him? They might have. I don't really see him starting, but 73 at least gives me an option at this position. It is around where he's supposed to be drafted. Power forward, none of these guys quite yet, but P.J. Brown's probably one of the best potential-wise guys left. Oliver Miller is a big, big man. A plus and A minus. I do need a backup center pretty bad. P.J. Brown or Oliver Miller. P.J. has a ceiling of starter Bill Laimbeer. He's slow and clunky. Well, probably. Defensive presence in the post. Score points. It's back to the basket. Lower body strength. Oliver Miller's also ceiling starter. Determined rebounder. Has no jump shot. Has no agility. Well, he's 310 pounds, guys. So I think I'm going to go big guy. I have Larry Smith and Carl Herrera right now. That's probably going to be... Herrera's probably going to be my backup power forward. If I draft a center as a rookie, he doesn't necessarily have to play. He's not very good at defense. I feel like P.J. Brown's the smarter pick. Can I see there? How do I see? There we go. So rebounding Brown's a little bit better. Not as good at defense. A little better inside. Alright, none of these aren't going to be exact. Miller's going to have a better field goal percentage for sure. He can pass. Rebounding. Ooh, PJ's defensive rebound's amazing. Miller's a better blocker. I think I'm going to go with Oliver Miller. Let's do it. 23rd pick. Electrifying three-quarter court sprint time. What? Oh, that's funny. Sean Rooks, number 45 for the Bulls. Tracy Murray goes to the Jazz. Bryant Stith to the Blazers. The Suns. So P.J. Brown goes to the champion Suns. Byron Houston. Randy Woods. So there's only been one fake guy. The 30th pick gets traded for John Koncak and Anthony Cook. One fake guy, and he went like 17th or something like that. Sam Mack to the Nuggets. Lee Mayberry in Minnesota. Elmore Spencer to the Bulls. Tony Bennett to the Nets. The Heat get Maxey. Mavericks get Chris King. There's a fake guy to the Wolves. Dave Johnson to the Warriors. The Heat go with Reggie Slater. Hornets get Matt Fish. Sonics get a fake guy. Hawks get Popeye. Fake guy. Laterial Green. The Bulls. Fake guy. Fake. Chris Smith to the Spurs. Fake. John Barry. See, if he would have stayed there, that would have been a great pick for me. Dang. All right. We get no trade offers. Let's see who's left. We have no point guards that are real, it looks like. I guess we can do it this way. No shooting guards, no small forwards, no power forwards. Robert Wordon is the only real guy left. Of course, it's the position I already drafted. Can you please give me something? Really? 2 seconds. I don't want Matt Fish. The Bulls. The Kings just got Shaq. I don't want to go back to Jack Haley. I don't want the pick, guys. Don't give me another pick. I guess I could just draft Wordon and not sign him. Like, why can't you? I guess I could just force a trade. Not force a trade, but manually do a trade. Well, that's a little better. Let's try to find somebody that's going to be bad. The Wolves, I don't think, got much better. So let's try. Does it show the rookies in here now? No. That'd be cool. Alright, 94 second for this second. And this second. Okay. You can have the other O'Neal in the draft. Will Wordon get drafted? Yes, he will, by the Jazz. Alright, all the real guys got drafted. That's cool. Alright, where's my guy? He is 72 overall. PJ Brown was 72 as well. What are their, does it show their potentials? B? He's probably about the same. C. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's definitely not as good at rebounding. But he seems to be a better defender and a little better shooting. Well, no, that's not true. That is not at all what it showed me for PJ Brown. And Brown's like just as good a defender. Alright, well, I might have made the wrong choice there, but oh well. Alright. Rookie signing, we will sign Oliver Miller. Did they fix it to where second round picks actually get signed? Ever? No? They're all declined. Oh, wait. No, that was 2 first round picks. So they got the fake guy, but they had another first in Hubert Davis. Alright. Big O. We've got options. No thanks. Bunch of team options. Most were declined, but Corkiani and Winston Garland were accepted. Qualifying offers, Donald Royal, no thanks. Alright, how much money do we have? We have 12? No. Oh no, 338,000. Because we have cap holds, or what? Yes. Well, he is for sure not coming back to the team. If Vinny will sign for the minimum, Herrera has a chance of coming. Alright, so now it's 1.5 million. Which we could do something with, maybe. David Robinson, Who's he going to? Don't be the Spurs. Go to the Hornets. I got Spurs picks. Don't go there. All right. We need 3 people, so this is going to be difficult. We need a... Technically, Oliver Miller could be my backup center. Technically, Larry Smith could be my backup power forward. I'd kind of like Herrera back. We definitely need a small forward. I was hoping for maybe a starter, but we'll take a look to see if that's an option for $1.5 million. And we need another guard. So probably go small forward, center, guard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 5 spots. Larry Bird wants a lot of money. I can almost give him that much. 1.94. Whoops. For some reason, well, everybody's going for Rodman. And by everybody, I mean the Bucks. Harvey Grant is an interesting option. He plays some defense, shoots a pretty good percentage, can play some power forward. I think he plays some defense, doesn't he? 75, 70. He's really offensive consistency. Rebounds, not much. Stealing and blocking is not really a thing. Defensive consistency, 76. So Harvey Grant, who has no offers, that now would be the time to try to steal him. That is interesting. There is Chris Morris, who I was trying to trade for. He can shoot threes, unlike... Well, never mind. He's 70 at it. I thought he could shoot threes. Must be too early in his career. He's not as good at defense, but better at stealing and rebounding. Not as much consistency. My team is lacking defense. He wants too much money, it seems. Because he would be cool. Kersey plays defense, but also wants too much money. And then we get pretty bad. There's a B+, Winston Bennett. Alright, so Harvey Grant might be worth a look if we can give him a good offer here to kick things off. And if I don't get Herrera, he plays some power forward too. I like that. Okay. Backup guard as well. Probably somebody for the minimum is what's going to have to happen, like Vinnie Johnson coming back to the team potentially. We'll have to think about that. Bogues is a free agent, so that trade did kind of make sense. They got Threet. Alright, I'm going to give Harvey Grant an offer here. He wants 1.99. It starts me at 1.76. He likes back better. Maybe we do something like... What is my... It says 1.52 up there, so that's without having to let go of Herrera. He likes 2 years more. He actually likes 1 year the most. Team is worse. Let's try 2 years and see if he accepts it. And now I can't really do anything else. I can look to see who my backup center potentially could be. There are some guys that'll go for the minimum. We could bring Ralph Sampson back. Be Hakeem's backup. That wouldn't be the worst thing. We got Bill Wennington down here as an option. I'd play Oliver Miller over him. There's only a handful of guys. Well, this whole list is better than Oliver Miller right now. Let's advance. Harvey Grant has agreed to come to the Rockets. That is a free agent signing there. And that is all made possible by trading Tree Rollins and Matt Bullard. Alright, so now, can we sign Herrera? He wants 481. His cap holds 421s. Whoops, I don't want Vlade Divac. I mean, nothing against Vlade Divac. He is 25, so let's try 2 years. Herrera's a green. And everything else is going to have to be minimum, so I might as well just go through, I think. I'm not going to look to see where people signed until we get to progression. I will look to see where people are thinking of signing. Looks like the Blazers, possibly. I'm guessing the Hornets did not get David Robinson if they have money for Cliff Robinson. Del Curry is getting lowballed. Muggsy Bogues possibly going to the Kings to play with Mitch Richmond and Shaq. The Kings are going to be good. I don't know why I'm excited about that. I guess I want Shaq to do well, always. Alright. Harvey Grant and Carl Herrera are on the team. Dennis Rodman did not get signed, which now probably nobody has any money to sign him. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. Alright, we have now. We got Herrera back. We got Harvey Grant on the team. That is cool. He doesn't help my shooting, but it was defense, I think, that was more of a problem for me. So I'll have to decide who starts between them, I guess. Corbin's a better defender and a better rebounder, so we'll see. Alright, we need a guard and a center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 3 spots. A center, a guard, and another wing. So let's start at center. We still have cap room according to that. Not much, but a backup center. Jeff Ruland will go for the minimum, but he's going to go down quite a bit, and he has 3 offers. Herb does not shoot very well, it looks like. Donaldson's all right. I like badges on my older guys. That was a weird thing to say out loud. But that way they can mentor people, although that was something I forgot to do in Season 1 was mentors. Anybody? Curitan could play center. Greg Foster wants a little too much money. Mark Bryant can play center. He has no badges, though. Lowhouse. Terry Davis wants too much money. Alright, what about backup wings? Donald Royal is still an option, potentially. Chucky Brown will not take the minimum quite yet. He might by the end of free agency. Sam Mack made it in the list. Judd Bushler. That's the Turner guy I cut. Now we're into the fake guys. Alright. There's a lot of shooting guards. Holy moly. But anybody I want? Michael Curry. John Barry is there as a rookie. He should take the minimum. That is an issue with the game, I would say. Jaren Jackson. Not quite. So it has to be an older guy, it seems. Bobby Phil's too much. Bowie is an option. This guy doesn't necessarily have to play. Oops. Alright, well, I didn't really look at it, so. Because Del Negro can be a shooting guard, and we could get a third point guard instead. Bagley will go for the minimum, but he's 32. Lee Mayberry's a no-go because he's a rookie. Avery wants too much. Daryl Armstrong, not quite. All right. Childs, potentially. No. That's David Rivers. Elliot Perry, looks like he wants too much. Haywood Workman will take it. He's got a real picture. I don't know. I've got Maxwell, who can technically play point guard. McMillan and Kenny. Wait, do I have a third point guard? Am I forgetting somebody? I do. Who is it? Oh, Del Negro's. Duh. Okay. Alright, the center I was planning on offering was James Donaldson, I think, because he's fine with the minimum. He and Herb are both 34, but Donaldson shoots a better percentage. And is a better rebounder offensively, about the same defense, and a little better blocking. So we're going to go with James Donaldson, minimum contract. Whoops, I don't think I did it. Sure didn't. Alright, there's one. A small forward. Donald Royal was looking fine, I guess. And a guard. John Long, I mean, I don't know if he feels like he needs to play or not. Bowie. Danny Ainge wants too much money, I'm sure. It's actually closer than I thought. Looking at system match here. Craig Hodges. Vincent Askew, not quite. We got a lot of fake guys here. David Wingate. That's pretty close. Donald Royal was not even, he was a star and a half. Probably not the best signing there. Alright, there was Haywood Workman was an option. Let's just do that. Donald Royal will sign and Donaldson will sign. And before things change, I'm going to go ahead and make Del Negro a shooting guard. He does go up one. So he is playable. Probably should have got a small forward that can play shooting guard as well, but these guys can too, so. Alright, well, it is better. We'll see how people progress. We have a full team now. Dennis Rodman is not getting signed, guys, because whoever had offered him backed out, and now nobody can give him enough money. Like, should I just jump in here and give him an offer? No. He said no. I mean, it's 20. It's not much further down than 31, the Pistons. So they must have given up his rights. Spud Webb going to the Sonics. I just want to see if somebody can put together 59, 65. If he signs with the champion Suns, it's really close. I feel like he's still a free agent. Dennis Rodman's like playing in Europe, evidently. All right, let's look at progression here. We'll go by position. We see that Kenny Smith stayed put, Nate McMillan stayed put, and Haywood Workman goes up 1. Kenny Smith got a little better at threes. Okay, I'll take it. Shooting guard, Maxwell evidently went up 1. Del Negro stayed put. Playmaking is where Maxwell went up. We get Harvey Grant going up 1. That is what he was when I signed him, but whatever. Corbin down 1, although I think he was a 78 based on whatever coaching perks I get. Inside D, perimeter D, and playmaking all went up. Power forward, Thorpe stayed. Herrera is up 2. Smith is down 1, so I make me feel better about Herrera being the backup power forward. Olajuwon's a 92. Thought he was better than that, but Donaldson down 2. So we'll see how Donaldson does. We might still be playing Oliver Miller. We'll see how it goes. Zon Tabak goes up 2, even though he's not playing. Let's go see the new look teams. The Spurs do not have David Robinson. Their center appears to be Elmore Spencer. By the way, I'm not planning on changing anybody's positions that's not on my team, so that's another difference of this versus what I did on the last game, my Pacers dynasty. They signed Chris Morris. That was their big signing. Matt Bullard went up 1. The Suns, looks like they still have everybody. Sabonis went up 3. Sonics, holy moly, Kemp and Payton jumping up there. Pierce went down a little bit. They did sign Spud Webb back. Still have Dana Barros. They drafted Christie. Timberwolves, so they were the ones that drafted LaFonso. Are not looking very good. Blazers, we got Clifford Robinson going up 3, so they got him back. Free agency, and Kersey. So maybe not that much movement at the top. The Warriors look pretty much the same. Drafted Spreewell. Best player in the league still Michael Jordan. Looks like Barkley got better. 95. Oh my. Otherwise, same. They drafted Weatherspoon. Dennis Rodman signs with the Bucks. Did they have money to do that? It doesn't look like it, so I don't know how that works. Not sure if that was cheating or not. But they did need a power forward. They've got an aging Moses Malone. This is a heck of a defensive team. I mean, yes, Moses is old, but Alvin Robertson and Dennis Rodman on the same team. Jay Humphreys is a good defender as well. And they've got Dale Ellis to score the ball. So not a bad starting lineup, but a pretty old team. Who did they draft? David Wesley. Bullets. Drafted Leitner. Bulls look to have about the same team. Cavs look about the same. Top guys are going down. Celtics. Bird did not retire, went down 2. McHale and Parrish are down. They don't look any different. So really not that much changing. Still got to see what team David Robinson's on. Don't think it's the Hornets, but Loy Vaught went up 3. Manning's down 1. Hopefully this team should not be beating me in the playoffs. My gosh. Hawks got Kevin Willis back. The Heat look about the same. Steve Smith went up 4. David Robinson is on the Hornets. The Hornets are about to be good because they also got McDaniel. They are still under the cap because their best player is on a rookie contract. So look at this team. They traded for Threet because Bogues was a free agent. McDaniel is a bit of an upgrade over Newman, who could now be a good sixth man. Got decent backup big guys. They just needed like another backup guard. Jazz signed Avery Johnson, who went up 4 to be Stockton's backup. Shaq, best player right over Richmond, who didn't go up. They've got Bogues, Richmond, Simmons, Tisdale, and Shaq, and Cage as a backup. That team, I won't say playoffs, but they'll be decent. Could be an 8 seed or 7 seed. Knicks signed Del Curry, new sixth man for them. Lakers look about the same. Divac went up 3. Magic didn't do anything, but all their guys went up. Mavericks drafted Mourning, which immediately makes them better. He's now tied for their best player with 2 other guys. Kenny Anderson went up 3. They signed Tim Perry away from the they signed Perry and Lang from the champion Suns. So I need to go back to the Suns. They did lose a couple guys. Let's go look real quick. So Sam Bowie, they traded for, and Chambers gets to start now, I guess. If he wasn't already. Was he already? Yeah. Okay. Pistons lost Rodman, so they're going to be much worse. See, I have one of their picks. That's good. Pacers look the same, but some guys went up. Reggie went down 2 for some reason. Nuggets, Mutombo's up 2. Alright, that's where we end. We're going to get past the Summer League. I'm not going to worry about where the All-Star game is played. And let's load in my 93 class. And see. Oh, they doubled their score. We got Penny, Weber, Rodney Rogers, Baker, Isaiah Ryder, Bo Outlaw, Sean Bradley, Calvert Chaney, Mashburn, Houston, Lindsey Hunter, George Lynch, Bobby Hurley. What a team. And, Hammock is real. And George Mirasand's real. And I think that's it. Let's advance. We'll go ahead and get the rotation set. We will put Hakeem. I don't think anybody else is untouchable on this team. We still can't do target list of our own players. We do have Nate McMillan and Larry Smith already want to re-sign. Well, Larry Smith, you're 34, so you're not going to get a new contract. Nate, that's not who I clicked. Nate will do 2 years for about what he makes already, but he's 28, so we'll just let those years keep on rolling. Everybody else is not eligible because I just signed them. So how do we look flexibility-wise moving forward? We have $10 million next year, is what it says. I don't know why. Maybe just because the cap goes up? Did the cap really jump in 93? I mean, I hope it's right, but I don't trust it right now. All right, we got to do numbers. I think position should be fine. All right, all these Workman's 3, 5, 7. He can be 15 now that Rollins is gone. 10, 11. Larry Smith was 13, right? He didn't get screwed up, I don't think. 13, yep. 15, 30. 23's retired. 33's taken. Oliver Miller was like 8 and 2, and he was 25 when he got drafted. So let's do that. Donaldson, he might have been 40. He was 40 for most of his career, so let's go for that. 44 and 55. I think position-wise, everybody should be good to go. Corbin, yeah, he's a good rebounder, so I guess power forward would make sense. All right, we got our starters 80 and up. I guess we still got to decide between Harvey and Corbin starting. I guess we could try each. Oh, well, we're still going to be 10-man. We're probably going to, let's go with Corbin first. Let's see how Harvey does as a Super 6 man. Because Corbin was really good last year. Maybe not really good, but surpassed my expectation, we'll say. Let's take all these guys down to have minutes to play with. These do appear to be the right guys. We'll let Donaldson start things out. Something like that. Olajuwon's going to play probably about the same. Although I think I had him at 38. Thorpe did not play what I wanted him to. So let's not put him as high, and maybe he'll actually achieve it. Maxwell. Try something similar. So if we do 15 and 14, that's 29 for McMillan if he played them all. But he's not going to. I'm just going to do it that way. Count for the minutes as we go. So 29. Let's do 25. So that would be 4. That's kind of stupid. Maybe I'm 9-man. I don't know. I was trying to get McMillan to play more. Maybe we do 23 to start out. All right, and Corbin's going to pretty much split minutes, I would say, with Harvey, and then we'll give more based on how many Herrera needs to play. So Donaldson would be 10. I'm trying to get these right so that maybe Thorpe will play his minutes. So Donaldson's 10, 14. So that's everything. And then we can give Grant played a whole lot. 2 there, 2 there. Try something like that. I feel like this might be a 9-man rotation team, but we'll wait to see how guys do before we make that change. How about that? Something like that. So that's a lot different than what I did last season. First of all, I had some of these guys playing a lot more. We'll see if they deserve it or not. But I had like everybody between 8 and 15, I think, on my bench. So a couple guys closer to the top. All right. Were there more signings? There sure were. The Magic did get rid of Matt Gukas. There were more signings after. So are there any good free agents left? That'd be good to know. That's not what I meant to do, but although it's good to know that Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, and Tim Hardaway are going to be free agents. Terry Mills is there. I can't even see what he wants. That's not cool. Marty Conlon is the best center. Rookie pop, a couple of rookies here. Walter Davis at 38 years old. He did not retire. Played quite a bit for the Nuggets last year. Only a handful of small forwards available. Shooting guards deep. Askew. So there's some decent players here. So I'm just keeping in mind if I make any trades and free up some roster spots, there's some guys that can backfill there. Terry Mills would be cool to have on my team. All right, power rankings. We're fifth, and I passed me 15th. Huh. All right. Well, I think that's where we'll stop here. I guess I can look at what the mock draft, they're in alphabetical order, but at least the players are in a logical order. A couple fake guys here at the bottom, but top looks pretty good. Weber, Hardaway, Mashburn, all these guys are looking pretty good. All right, that's where we'll stop. I'll probably be back on tomorrow to get through season 2, see if we can succeed at the challenge in year 2. That would be cool, but hey, if we gotta go again, that's fine too. I won't feel the pressure probably until the last season, where I'll go just all in to try to trade for some all-star players, but I'm feeling all right with this team. We've upgraded from what we started with. So, there we go. All right, as usual, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Shoe Shack Redemption's out.